If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wynette, and joining me now is Don Gingold and Eric Downs of Summer Place Theater. So welcome to the set.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good to be back.
Oh, we're always excited to have you guys. So Don, we'll start with you. Give us a little overview on Summer Place Theater for those that don't know.
Summer Place, of course, Naperville's community theater since 1966. It's our 51st season. And we're hoping that our next 50 years will be great. We've got a great lineup this summer. We're starting with a very fun show. It's called the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Okay, Eric, I'm intrigued by this. I have not heard this before. You're very involved. You're directing. Tell us a little bit about the Spelling Bee.
Yeah, so 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, it's a long title. It's a fun show. It's a comedy musical. It features adults playing grade school spellers in a school spelling bee. So there's kind of all sorts of different characters. There's the returning champion. There's a new student. There's students that have participated before that are hoping they can win this year. And they're all mixed together, singing all sorts of different songs, lots of solos, lots of big ensemble numbers. It's a fun show, has a lot of improv in it as well, and also audience participation.
Well, tell us, let's jump ahead to the audience participation, because I always like that. I'm a big fan of pantomime. Yours is not quite the same as that, but tell us about your audience participation.
Sure. So for each show, there are a certain number of audience members that are chosen to come on stage as spellers. And I think
pressure.
Yeah.
Yes. So we won't want to give too many names out, but we have several people who are well known in the community that will be some of our guest spellers.
Okay.
And then, of course, there'll be some random people from the audience who will also be picked to
So
be
they have
spellers.
no idea what their word is or anything?
They won't know anything about that.
Okay.
No.
That right there is comedy.
It will be funny. And it's adult humor. Now, this is about kids, but they're all adults playing kids. And there's some innuendo, there's some off-color words and things. It's for adults. But it's a lot of fun, and the people that are going to be in the audience are going to have a blast.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So how do we get tickets? Because you have a new system, right?
Yes, we do. We have a brand new ticketing system. It's going to be great for us as well as our patrons. They can get them online. They know exactly that they have them because they've got this barcode thing, and they can print it out themselves. Or they could bring their smartphone and just show us the ticket on their smartphone. So save some paper. But it's great for us as well because we'll know exactly who's going to be at what show.
Nice.
Which is wonderful. And we also then can remind them coming up to the show that it's coming up so that they don't miss their show date. And we can also ask how they enjoyed it. So we're really looking forward to it. Tickets are on sale already.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And where's the show going to be? Dates and where?
Well, the show starts on June 16th at Naperville Central High School, as all of our shows will be. Naperville Central closes up and the kids leave for the summer, and we pile into the auditorium, and we're there the rest of the summer.
Okay. Now, Eric, you've been an actor for Summer Place. You're not a stranger. You've been an actor for Summer Place before, played Jesus Christ Superstar and Jesus Christ, one of my favorites. Now you're a director. Talk a little bit about that experience. What's it been like going from being on stage to being off stage?
Yeah, it's actually pretty seamless, and I think it gives you a certain perspective having been an actor and seeing it from that side. So I'm the vocal director for the show, so I'll be heading up all of the singers. There's a separate director that'll be in charge of the pit and all of the instrumentalists. So I think coming from the acting side, I understand where they're coming from as they try to build their character and what they're trying to communicate through their songs. And so I'm just guiding them in that process and helping them to get there so that we have a great show.
That's wonderful. Now, which do you feel you maybe like best?
I don't know. I really enjoy performing, but I do like coaching and helping other people put on their best performance. So I'm really excited to have this opportunity.
Some of the best directors are actors. Some of the best actors are directors.
Absolutely. And I think to your point, you can see both sides. So you can bring both those perspectives to the table.
Yeah.
Now, Don, you've got always a big, interesting season. So tell us Spelling Bee. I won't do the whole long name because that was a long name. But tell us the rest of the shows that you've got lined up this season.
In June is Spelling Bee, but then in July we have Father of the Bride.
Nice.
And that's the one that if you can go on to Turner or one of the old movie stations and see the Spencer Tracy version of that. And that's basically the play that we have. It's the original, not the Steve Martin remake, but the original, and that's in July. Then in August, Anything Goes, the big Cole Porter extravaganza Broadway show. Lots of singing, lots of dancing, lots of people. That'll be fun.
Yeah, and I find what's interesting is you always pick very different kinds of works.
Yes, yes.
That's purposeful, I assume.
Yes, yes. Next year, we are thinking about doing a theme. But this year, we said, well, let's find some of our favorites and put those out there. And so that's why we did. Plus, Putnam, we were lucky enough to get it. So we said as soon as we could, we would. And here it is. Father of the Bride is just an old favorite that we thought would be great and fit in nicely in between the two. In fact, you go to our website, the first one's in color, the last one's in color, and the middle one's in black and white. So you get a big contrast there.
Okay. Now, if we wanted to get involved with Summer Place Theater beyond coming and sitting and enjoying the performance, how might we do that?
Well, the simple way is to donate. We have a donation on the website. If somebody gives $100 or more, you wonderful folks filmed a show of ours last year, the 50 Years of Musicals, where we did 72 songs in a 2-hour span, and you recorded it, and you can get, if they go to your website, they can get that DVD. Or, of course, they can give us a donation, and then we'll send them that DVD, which is wonderful. But that's only one thing, you know, and that's very easy for someone to do, just lift up the phone or click. But if they wanted to be part of the whole thing, we need everybody. We need actors. Auditions are coming up for Putnam County Spelling Bee, April 23rd and 4th. Mm-hmm. And then, so if you if they're watching this and they have time, please come on out to the auditions. If they miss it, we have 2 other auditions in May for the other 2 shows. But then there's also, we need publicists. We need people that build the sets. A set like you have here, someone has to put this together. So we have those needs, and someone has to paint, and we need people to usher, we need people to help with the box office. There's lots of ways to help. And it's a community theater. That's what it's all about.
Well, that's nice. So we invite the community to get
Yes.
involved with you. Thank you for stopping by and telling us about your season. We wish you all the best in your directorial debut there. So if you would like to learn more about Summer Place Theater, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go away. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.